Okay, it's starting, Sarah.
You got it.
Okay. All right. So if we can have an approval of the agenda, I sent that out. I sent some revisions, but hopefully you had a chance to take a look at it. And if we can get a motion to approve, that would be great.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Barry Blainer, second approval.
Any what do I say here? All approve or?
That'll work, I think.
Okay. All
Sure.
right.
All in favor?
All in favor, yes.
In favor.
Okay. All right, great. And then did you have a chance to take a look at the minutes from September 10th? And if you did and we could get that approved, that would be great too. So I have a motion to approve the minutes from September 10th.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from September 10th.
Barry Blainer, second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right. Well, we're gonna we need to the Battle Creek Area Clean Water Partners Agreement and nested jurisdiction agreements. Well, the nested's not so much, but the Battle Creek the partnership agreement was being edited back when I started, and it's been kind of that's been an agenda item out there for a while. So what I'd like to do is send you all the agreement and have you take a look at it, and then maybe we can, by email or that would probably be the best in January. Maybe we can get that kind of finalized and approved and move forward. I don't really see a whole lot of changes unless you want changes, but Kurt and I were talking, and we think that the way that the votes have been handled and the payments have been working. So we'll, the recommendation would be to stick with that, but we'll let you all take a look at that. I'll send that out to you by the end of the week and let you take a look and see what you think. So if that's fine, we'll go along that route then.
I have a question. Have the townships, are they looking at that, or?
I will have them look at that. We've had, as you know, with the election and all, there's some changes in personnel. And so I haven't had a chance yet to contact all of the townships and the new water resources commissioner. And, so I have some contacts to make and get them up to speed, and then we can readdress this and make sure they're all on board. All right. Well, I moved the budget up to the top of the agenda because Kurt and Jim Curry are going to have to bow out, I think, for another meeting at 4. So I thought I would, I'll show you the budget from 2020 here. See if I can this around. I've got my, there. Okay. Can you see it now?
No.
So you can't see it?
Negative.
Huh. Okay. Let's see. Are you still seeing the agenda?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's how you are sharing your screen. You have to stop sharing your screen for a second and then put it in a different browser.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. All right. So that's not the one I want. I think I closed down the one I wanted, so bear with me here for just a sec. And this, the at-home internet is quite slow, so hang on. There we go. There it is. No, that is not it. I'm sorry. Here we go. This one. Okay. Okay, now can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So we didn't spend a whole lot of money this year, and I'd say it was primarily due to the lack of the Children's Water Festival. So expenditures this year were about $7,805.29. And if you see down here at the bottom, this is the allocation of the expenses. So Battle Creek will cover $2,852.64. The Water Resources Commission, $1,711.59. City of Springfield, $1,141. And then the townships have either a $600 or $150 fee towards that. So any questions on that budget? And I can send this out to you too. I think I already did, but if not, I can send that back out again. Does anyone have any questions on the 2020 budget? Okay. And then I'll present the 2021 budget as well here. Okay, so this one looks a little bit different. The total is $32,130, and that's before any of the grant and sponsorship money. So with that, based on what Bessie was able to raise for the Crazy for the Kazoo last year in expenses, and also what she currently has for the water festival, assuming that even happens in May, which may be a stretch at this point, but we're at around $23,630. And some of the changes, we're doing some different radio spots. We're now, in addition to what we've traditionally done with the weekend spots, we're partnering with the City of Kalamazoo on some Water Wednesdays, which will get us 8 weeks during the year of 2021 that we're going to get some drive time. So it'll be weekday drive time. There'll be morning drive time, evening drive time, and then some spots during the noon hour too. So we have some flexibility on what kind of topics we want to cover, but they will be called Water Wednesdays. So that's a new feature with the radio spots this year. Other than that, things are staying pretty much the same with the calendar costs, printing, miscellaneous printing, promo items. Just these may we're not sure here yet, but put those in just to have it. Photo contest, Crazy for the Kazoo, and then here's the Children's Water Festival. And then something we did this last summer was the farmers market, Battle Creek Area Farmers Market. And that's something that we'd love to have some of you participate in if you have time during the summer to take a morning with us or a Friday afternoon. But that we found pretty successful, and we'd like to continue that. So that's the budget, assuming that the Children's Water Festival is on for 2021. And if not, we'd like to talk to you about some other ideas if it's looking like that's not going to be able to happen. So does anyone have any questions on the budget?
Were you thinking of leaving the amounts from the townships the same?
That's something we can certainly talk about. We hadn't even considered that yet. Chris, what's your thought on that?
Well, I mean, well, I don't know. I just was wondering if you guys had any thoughts about it. I mean, there's the which two have 150? I think Leroy and what's the other one?
Newton.
Would you want it, like an even 200 or?
Yeah, that's something to consider. I don't know how long those costs have remained the same for quite some time, I'm thinking, so.
They've been like that probably over 10 years would be my guess.
Okay.
It seems to me if you had a percentage increase for like City of Battle Creek and Springfield and the other ones there should be an increase on the other ones also.
Well,
My
the
opinion.
difference is they don't have a stormwater permit obligation. That's the difference. That's why they have a flat rate
Okay.
versus the permittees. So they're doing this out of the goodness of their heart, so to speak.
Okay.
That is something I guess we can discuss among the group. You know, we can do that via email too. But again, I really want to be able to get a chance to talk to the new supervisors and the new, everyone that's starting their position to get them up to speed and have them understand what this group is about too. So all right. Well, I'm going to go back to sharing the agenda here.
If you raise their fee, they might come to the meeting too.
So I guess we have to actually, while we're at the budget, do we get a motion to approve it as it is right now for 2021?
Probably the only difference would be if there are adjustments to the income. Seems like you could approve it pending, it probably wouldn't go any lower, right?
Right. So.
Are you expecting other expenses?
No. Not at this point. And like I said, the Children's Water Festival would be our biggest expense, and that's, has a question mark right now, so.
I think it's probably a pretty big one too.
I'm afraid so, but.
Seems to me like you could approve it pending, the discussions with the townships.
Okay.
That would be my suggestion.
Okay. Do we have a motion to approve the budget as presented pending discussions with the township?
Is that your motion, Chris?
Well, can I make that motion? I mean, isn't it just the?
She's not a voting, yeah.
I'll make Chris's motion.
Okay. We have a second for the budget?
Is that Terry? Would Terry be? Who are the ones eligible to make motions?
Kurt and Terry.
Oh, just the two of us?
I think so.
Hey, Kurt, we ought to come up with something on this now. Yeah, I'll second that one.
Okay, thank you.
You want to try
All
it?
in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
I thought there was more on the voting than just the two.
No, it's the townships, the county, Springfield and Battle Creek. So. All right. We'll go on to sharing the agenda here. So the meeting schedule, if we stick to the way we've been meeting, it will be the third Thursday of the month each quarter. So that for 2021, it's March 18th, June 17th, September 16th, and December 16th. Do we have to vote on that as well, Kurt?
I'll make that motion.
Okay. Do I have a second for the
I
schedule?
guess I'll second it.
All right, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, go back. All right. So I just want to give you some updates of what's happening with the City of Battle Creek right now. We started the illicit discharge elimination program outfall inspections, and we've got about 48 done. and expected to get maybe another 12 done before the end of the year. So that'll be 60 outfall inspections for 2020, and so that's pretty good. If I also wanted to mention, Bessie made a inspection video for the city that we are willing to share with any of you, any of the nested jurisdictions or our partners, and I can send you that link. She did a really nice job. It's about a four-minute video, I guess, but it just kind of covers the basics and what to look for and who to contact. So it's well done. And then I'll let Bessie, if you want to talk about the calendar distribution, Bessie, and I can turn that back there.
Yep. So I did a tally. I think so far we've gotten about just over 80 boxes out in the community. And probably about maybe 40 or 50 to go. So I've basically I've gotten most of the townships. There's just a couple, Newton and Leroy I have to get yet. But this year we're trying to get creative, and I was able to get several of the auto parts stores to carry them, put them on their racks, and then a couple of the C-stores, gas stations actually snagged up a couple boxes, and some of the hair salons are taking them. I've got a huge list, so, several boxes here and there. And then also I put a tote out at DPW today outside. So I think Jessica is going to work on getting that out to the public to let them know that they are around. Horrocks too was another place. They took like 5 boxes. So, hopefully they're getting into everybody's hands. And I'm welcome to any other ideas. We did do Oaklawn Hospital, and Patty got the Life Improvement Center there. And yeah, if there's any ideas, feel free to shoot me an email. And but it's been going pretty
Bessie,
good.
this is Jim Curry. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead, Jim.
Oh, yeah. Sorry to interrupt. Hey, that's wonderful. That's a huge job. Did we leave some at the Calhoun County building? Because I know they like to have those maybe on the first floor where people can just take them. Of course, there's not people coming in either. That's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, just a thought.
I gave 3 boxes to Sarah Kelly. I'll double check with her on where she was going to distribute those.
Okay.
But yes, I think she was going to get a few of those out to those departments.
Okay, no, that's good. And I'm sorry, I had forgotten because the building is closed too. I don't think it's really open that much. So
I thought the treasurer's office was open.
It may be, Chris. There may be a few that are.
So the treasurer, in both the city treasurer and the county treasurer, has been a spot where a lot of calendars have gone.
Oh, past. Good. Okay.
When people are coming in to pay their taxes, they pick them up.
I'll double check and make sure that those are, that she is going there with the calendars. Yep.
Okay. Thanks, Bessie.
You're welcome.
Yep. And then, so if any of you, want to grab some, you can contact Bessie and she'll get you some. So it's the 2021 public education events. I just wanted to touch.
Going back. Did the county, was there a grant that helped pay for these from them?
No.
Not from the solid waste?
The calendars?
Yeah.
No. It was a few $100 grant and I didn't get it done in time. So no, we did it. We split it with the wellhead protection funding. And then this group. So.
Okay.
Any more on the calendars?
I don't know. I guess I'll try to reach out to you, Bessie. There were some thoughts when I was looking at the spreadsheet, but I don't remember what they are right now.
All right. Well, the website and Facebook page, I just want to make sure you all are aware that we have a Battle Creek Area Clean Water Partners website and a Facebook page. So if you as partners want to put anything on there or have any events or ideas of things you'd like to see on there, just let me or Bessie know, and we can, it's there for the group to share. So just let us know if you have things that would be applicable and we can get them on there. We have a list of recycling collection events. I'll throw the screen up again here. Oops, wrong one. So we have, these are what we have on the schedule so far for the year. We have a March, April, all these, how many are there? 7 of them listed here. Many of them are county events, but 3 for the city of Battle Creek specific. So styrofoam, hazardous waste, scrap tires, electronics are covered for 2021. And we're getting away from the big Recycle-Rama we found last summer. And I'd never been involved in one, so I can't speak to it. But I know the county felt like maybe the way we did things last year was a little bit more manageable, and having more frequent smaller events might be the way to go. So that's kind of what we're doing this year. We'll have different locations, and these are all in the calendar too. Any questions on those events? All right. I just wanted to mention the city applied for some funding from the Midwest Glacial Lakes Partnership Grant Agency for Bogoac Lake Stormwater Diversion. It was a small grant, $75,000 in the scheme of things. It's a many $100,000 project, but we're waiting to hear on that. But that would help a little bit in it's diverting stormwater from Columbia Avenue away from Bogoac Lake. So we'll keep you posted on that. The Eagle Watershed Planning Grants are coming up in January. So if anyone wants to, we're going to talk about within the city some projects that we might have that might potentially fit into some of these stormwater implementation grants. And so we're going to look at where those projects might be and see if it makes sense to do a new watershed management plan update for funding for that. And I mentioned the radio ads, the Water Wednesdays that we're going to start doing. So if any of you have any ideas or things you want to cover, please let me know. This is a group effort here too. We're going to start having a few more shopper articles on stormwater and just general watershed awareness. And the DPW just put out our first newsletter. It should be going out in the mail hopefully this week. There have been a lot of delays, but the first one that we're sending out is really heavy on recycling education because the city's had a lot of recycling contamination. But we're hoping once we get the solid waste issues under control here, we're going to have a lot more room for water education, stormwater, groundwater protection, that sort of thing. So that'll be another venue for us to get some information out to the public. And I'll just keep plugging along here.
I'm sorry, I have a question.
Sure.
What is the Midwest Glacial Lakes Partnership? I've never heard of that before.
It's an organization. It's fisheries based basically. So our representative in Michigan is from the Michigan DNR, Department of Natural Resources, and it's Iowa, Indiana, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, maybe Ohio, I think, but it's basically a fisheries grant. And so they're looking for improvements for fisheries habitat, basically. So I thought this would tie in kind of nicely with that. They're not huge grants, but oh, go ahead.
You've just applied. You don't know if you've gotten it?
Right. They'll announce that. I put the application in October and they'll announce in April, I think. So
is this that section that wasn't, Kurt, is this that section that wasn't, or is he gone? That
it's
wasn't
gone now.
a part of the other Columbia, that section from basically from capital, that little section there that wasn't included in that will be now included in the Arbor Street.
Right. This is the last remaining commercial stormwater going into Bogoac. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
it'll be a
thanks.
good project. Yeah. So, well, that brings us to the pie committee, and the last, well, we haven't met yet, but I'll bring that back up again. Here's those that volunteered, and then Barb Darlington was nominated by Dave Morgan, and I'm not sure she's aware of that, so I've got to get a hold of her too. And then I threw Bessie on there too. But just as a reminder, this group is really, we'd like to start meeting, maybe not monthly, maybe every other month, but come up with some ideas for public education. And this group would maybe help with, Water Wednesday topics and shopper article topics and, just the public education part of it. So if any of you would like to be on here that are not listed on here, we'd welcome you, and we hope we can start, making some progress on this. We got a lot to do and a lot of opportunities. So let me know if you would like to get on this group too.
I have a question. Does the nested jurisdiction agreement ask for a representative to be on this committee?
I believe it does, yes. So
you need a Lakeview representative and some of the others as well?
Yes. Well, Stephen Lewis is here for the Battle Creek Public School, so they're covered. Yes. So I will need to, as I said, start contacting people and letting them. It's a complicated topic. This MS4 permit. So just I think we need to start.
So really, this is the meat of it. Really, this is the advantage of having a nested jurisdiction and having all these entities involved, is because of the requirement to educate the public and having more participation. So, or at least that's my view of it.
Yes. Okay.
In addition to the other aspects of the permit, but so I think Wendy Meyer would be she's a past participant in the committee. I think she would be willing.
Okay. All right.
So I can't speak for the others now.
Okay. All right.
I believe you should get a hold of the list that we had before and go down through that to see what all jurisdictions were involved in it and try to make contact with them. Now, just for the sake of City of Springfield, I will let you know that I will be retiring the end of January, and we will have to put a new representative for Springfield, which will be more than likely, as that I know right now, probably be Chaz Wilkie.
Can you spell the last name?
Wilkie, Wilkey.
Okay. And it's Chaz?
Chaz, Chaz.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, we'll miss you, Terry.
Well, it's time to move on.
Yeah, good for you. What are your plans?
Do what I want. I'll probably be first playing with income taxes for a while, because that'll be about time tax season fires up.
Yeah.
Then when that dwindles out, it'll be ride a motorcycle.
So, well, we appreciate all your input and help. I know it's been such a weird year that but I appreciate it. I appreciate you showing up at the meetings and in your input very much. So.
Well, I know I've missed a few meetings due to the fact that I was already scheduled for another one, so that's scheduling problems there.
Yeah. Well, thank you. We appreciate.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. So, well, I guess, if anybody has any comments or ideas or things they want to share that they've been up to, this would be a good time to catch up. And well, Bessie, I don't know if you want to, I hate to put you on the spot, but I don't think we talked about Crazy for the Kazoo. So you can give them this group an update on how that all went.
Yeah, it was pretty successful. 120 volunteers. Jody had a nice group from Denso come out and they did an awesome job. It was pretty successful. We filled about 2 semi-trailers full of invasive, well, we didn't fill them physically, but enough that could fill 2 semi-trailers full of all invasive brush and shrubs and trees and vines and things. About 72 bags worth of trash. Yeah, it was great. A nice variety of people. It was really, really awesome to see. All along the linear path on the Kalamazoo River and the Battle Creek River is where we focused. It was about 15 different sites it ended up being. We tried to keep the groups small. I think they were all under 8 people. So yeah, very successful. Great turnout.
Yep, and Stephen was there too with some
Yes,
math and science
sorry.
center kids. That's
Yep.
okay. Yeah, I don't know if Cheryl, if you have any updates from the Watershed Council you want to share, and if not, that's okay. But
Yeah, Patty, we're chugging along. We're really focused right now on things having to do with Morrow Dam. So today's the day they're supposed to be starting the re-impoundment of Morrow Lake. So that's exciting. We're kicking off a new membership program this month. So hope you all consider membership with the Watershed Council. That's about it for now.
Oh, how will we know? Will you be sending out how would you become a member, Cheryl?
Well, it's going to go active on our website. Hopefully by the end of next week, certainly by the end of the month, but it'll be active on our website. We're going to promote it, of course, on social media, and there'll be some email blasts about it.
Great.
We appreciate the support.
Yeah, yep. And Matt, anything new from Eagle?
Yeah, well, not a lot, but just wanted to say that yes, the RFP for the watershed grants we talked about earlier, I believe that's scheduled to go out January 15th. That's currently when that request for proposal will be released. So still working on the final stages of getting that updated. As for the the MS4 applications for the new permits, I haven't heard much more after Patty heard or got a question from one of our permit staff. We've got a lot of new permit staff, and so everything's moving a little bit slowly, but hopefully in the future it'll pick up. So Battle Creek and Springfield both have their applications in, and so they should be reviewed. I expect Battle Creek's to be approved pretty quickly since they're looking at it now. And they have been for at least a couple weeks, seems like. That's when I first heard about it, and Patty too. So after that, hopefully Springfield get taken care of, and it seemed like Calhoun, the Water Resource Commissioner, their application needed a couple more things, and I've been working with their consultant on that before they can do their final submission. But that is my update. If anybody has questions, feel free to let me know.
Is this a new permit? You had to submit it when?
The MS4 permits, those, yes, they had, let's see, the one, I think the ones they're under now are approved back in 2003 or something like that. They did a general permit, and those got contested because if everybody was under a general permit, then it wasn't very individualized, and it got contested in court. And so Eagle had to come up with new standards, and we do individual permits now. And so we're still getting those applications and getting all those permits out. And once they are permitted, those will be on the 5-year cycle.
So wait, is this the application from 2015?
I'm not sure if it started then or not. That might have been. I know it started a few years ago, and they tried to make it a priority last year to get everybody submitted.
So the new permits, the permits haven't been issued from 2015 yet? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not sure when the last applications were, but I mean, Battle Creek just submitted I mean, it must have been spring of last year, so it's been a while. But yeah, yes, there have been pieces of cogs of wheels missing for a while, but I think we're on the path now.
So, okay. Because all right. So I know they were submitted in 15. So Patty, did you guys submit like a lighter? They were just going to do like an extension or something because it took them so long for the 15 permit, or do you know, or what?
I think we're just in a holding pattern, right, Matt? That they're just waiting to get through them all to approve them.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So technically, you're still under the original one, and or whenever the last one was, which was forever ago. Granted.
Yeah, that would be
So,
2003.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep. So yes, you're still under that. It's in extended status, like you mentioned, but that's just where we're at because a lot of turnover, a lot of new permit staff, and my position was open for a little while, and so no one was working directly with Battle Creek and all of the MS4s in Calhoun County, as well as everyone in St. Joseph River Watershed. So moving now.
Great. And I wanted to say, oh, go ahead, Chris.
No, I was switching topics, so go ahead if you were gonna.
Oh, I was just gonna welcome Chandra. I see she showed up here and didn't say hi to her yet. So thanks for showing up.
I have a question about the shopper articles. Are you guys are aware of the well, that's what you're using for the calendar, but the monthly message calendar, you guys have that? Like which months you're going to focus on this or that? It might be handy for those shopper articles.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah.
And there are already a slew of letters to the editor that have previously been written that maybe make it easier to submit those articles, and they're all about those topics.
Okay. Great. That
and
helps.
If you don't have it, I may still have that information.
Okay. Thank you, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
So, Andy, do you have anything you want to tell us about what's going on at KCC? Nope.
You're muted, Andy.
There we go. Trying to get it unmuted. No, not really. I mean, we're it's like a ghost town here, so
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first meeting attending. I think I was supposed to attend the last one, but I think it got canceled. So nope, just sitting in, getting any information I need, and then go on from there.
Okay, well, maybe Bessie and I will schedule maybe a meeting with you maybe in January and just chat with you about what the nested jurisdiction agreement is and tell you some of our resources and see if there's anything we can help you with or.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Sounds good. All right, thanks. And Jody, you got anything new at Denso?
Nothing very new, just production's ramping up still. We're hiring, so if you know anyone who wants a job, we're still hiring. From the environmental side, everything's going well. We've had lots of inspections, of course, but everything's going good.
All right.
Are you looking for a chemical engineer by chance?
Not at the moment. We are getting ready to do a reorg, which might affect our section. So I don't know yet what that will mean for sure, but if that happens, I'll let you know if we have an opening.
Okay. And Stephen or Chandra, anything new happening in the Battle Creek schools?
Well, not other than elementary had to go remote, but nothing new other than that.
All right. And we'll get Chandra and Stephen, maybe we can catch up with you individually in January too and just chat about some ideas and things too, if that would work for you guys.
Yeah, so what's happening with the spring? I'm assuming it's not going to occur again, the 5th grade trip.
Yeah, we're not ready to pull the plug yet, but it's dangling, I'd say. Right now.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right.
we'll
Keep us
And
posted.
and we're open for other ideas too, because we want to get out and do some stuff, but we, with the limitations, we're open for any ideas you have. So send them along. Oh. Well, okay. I think if that wraps it up, and I appreciate you all attending, and I'll send the minutes and financials and all that stuff out just to make sure everybody has them, and be looking to hear from us at the beginning of the year, and we'll chat a little bit more. So
That works.
happy holidays to everyone. Thanks again for coming.